In recent years, diaspora studies have gained prominence in anthropology and sociology, becoming a focal point due to the ongoing processes of migration and globalization. Diasporic populations offer researchers a relatively new field to explore, generating fresh empirical data and providing a lens through which major theoretical issues like nationalism, ethnicity, and identity can be addressed. This trend is evident in the volume under review, which focuses on the diverse South Asian diaspora, spanning locations from Trinidad to the UK, and representing a variety of experiences and cultural contexts. The introduction by Peter van der Veer suggests that South Asian diasporas have given rise to distinct politics of space through two key articulations: that of nation and migration, emphasizing spatial boundaries, and that of nation and religion within various South Asian nationalisms, leading to the ethnicization of religion. For instance, John Kelly's essay on Fiji illustrates how religious identity plays a central role in forming both an indigenous Fijian nation, historically Christian, and an Indian nation, Hindu. The study shows how divisions based on ethnicity, race, or language can transform into fervent religious identities, deployed in political struggles over state or economic control. It also sheds light on the global dissemination of modernized Hindu sects among diasporic populations, through organizations like ISKCON and the Sai Baba Mission. Similarly, Stephen Vertovec compares the ethnicization of religion among Hindus in Trinidad and Britain, examining the institutionalization of Hinduism among Trinidadian Indians, and its ties to political mobilization during decolonization. Aisha Khan's contribution focuses on struggles over representation and identity within the divided Muslim community in Trinidad, emphasizing the shift from discourse about cultural origins to one about Islamic authenticity and purity. A distinct perspective is presented by Madhavi Kale's article on the construction of Indian culture in colonial British Caribbean. The essay highlights that state characterizations of Indian indentured labor were not only influential in colonial governance, but also contributed to later constructions of the Indian community. This piece emphasizes the importance of situating academic discourses on cultural continuity within their political historical contexts. As van der Veer suggests, the opposition between nation and migration, involving the crossing of national boundaries, serves an ideological function by anchoring the concept of a nation in physical space. Vern Dusenberry's essay on Sikh nationalism delves into the theme of territoriality, questioning why the construction of a Sikh homeland was necessary for the existence of the Sikh diaspora. Dusenberry explores how individuals identified as diverse Punjabis outside India were transformed into Sikhs, emphasizing religious identity over regional identity. This shift naturalized their connection to a homeland, portraying Sikhs as an ethno-territorial community, bound by ties to their supposed homeland, a potent means of identity formation. Interestingly, the interest in Khalistan among diasporic Sikhs was more about positioning themselves within the discourse of multiculturalism in Canada, which recognized only national cultures, rather than an actual desire to return to the homeland. Other essays in the collection explore identity formation within diasporic communities. Slyamovic's essay on the Muslim World Day Parade in New York City focuses on performance and contestation related to public displays of culture. Westwood's essay on South Asian masculinities in Britain illustrates local negotiations between different diasporic groups. Khandelwal's contribution provides demographic and historical information on the formation of the Indian community in Queens, New York. Parminder Bachu's essay traces the cultural evolution of dowry practices among Punjabi Sikhs in the UK, linking choices of dowry items to shifting class locations, and illustrating how consumption styles reflect cultural transformation within a multi-ethnic society. However, some doubts arise. Firstly, the concept of a South Asian diaspora is questioned, considering whether it is a convenient construct that may obscure more than it reveals. The definition of diaspora becomes complex when the nation itself is a 19th-century construct, and the term is applied to communities that migrated before the concept of Indian nationality existed. Secondly, the focus on the politics of space prompts doubts about whether these essays reflect a Foucaultian politics of space or people vying for spaces in an increasingly placeless world. The concern is that discussions about space, place, nation, and ethnicity might divert attention from the concrete individuals who shape and compete for these places and identities through their social practices. Nevertheless, the collection of high-quality essays provides valuable material for reflecting on these critical issues.